On another one, we got another Xbox. This is actually a 1.6. If you notice it has a different hard drive, I tend to label my stuff. It's been good, it's been serviced, I put a check mark. As you can see, I've opened this disk drive, I've serviced it. This is actually a Fire CUDA 1TB hard drive. It will come with a StarTech adapter. I bought a bunch of these IDE cables and they work really well, which is great. And look at this. What do we got? Another Cerbios Soft Mod. You're going to hear some funny sounds. The Cerbios has a fan mode, and then I changed the fan mode on the XBMC4Gamers, so it's not so loud. So the fan just cranked down. I'm going to show you where to adjust that real quick. So again, it's basically my same image. I have to update it. I thought I updated this latest version of Cerbios. But we'll go ahead and just show you that real fast. So again, it's the same hard drives I always build. And then this one has a setting here for fan option. I believe it's under system. And it's under... Where's it under? I'm trying to think where it's at. Making a live video, I don't remember. Here it is. Alright. So I have it for aggressive fan, but you can also set it to normal. And then this is the fan speed. Let me show you guys something how loud it gets. It's moving some air. That's 100%. You don't need to do that. It's way overkill. So I tend to run the fan at normal. You can even set it to not override. I like override, and then I'm actually going to turn it down. 100's crazy. I think at 20 it's still going to cool just as fine. And then if you need it to ramp up, I have it ramp up to 60%, which is more than enough. And then again, you can do a temperature control, but watch is going to ramp it up. Hear the difference? So you can have auto. You can actually set a target temperature, maximum feed. You can do. It adds some really cool stuff to it, which is cool. I'm just gonna leave it at 20. So we're gonna override it and leave it at 20. Hear the difference? So that's just me just kind of messing with the fan. So I was doing some fan stuff with this. Not that it makes a huge difference, but let me go ahead and show you the image. This is, I don't know why it does this. It reverted, huh? Let me do a standard. It reverts the artwork sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Interesting. There it is. See? That's how it should be. Resources enabled. I think it's certain ones work, certain ones don't. Both labels. I want both labels. Static, fan art. See what I'm saying? You wanted the artwork. So if your artwork ever doesn't work, you run into any issues like that, you just change this under view options and it's the resources. So you have like this. See what I'm saying? So it looks way better. But then if you go like this, you notice you don't have the cool background images. So you can set that if you want, but you also can change it to resources. I like resources enabled. And then I like having all the labels is better for me. This is my favorite one because you get all of it. See what I'm saying? So yeah, we have all the emulators, the same games. Suffering, sick game. And that's the end of them, and it goes back to the front. And it's pretty simple. If you want to play a game, we'll just play game roulette. This game. Burnout Revenge. Go to your controller, you just hit A. And the great thing is launching off the FireCuda hard drive, it launches really fast. The fan will go a little higher because you're playing a game. And you're good to go. And free to play. So this is the best thing about this modded X-Shock. This does have a working disk drive as well. Good to go. And then when you're done playing, you hit select and right trigger and black button and left trigger at the same time. I'm going to do that right now. I need 2 hands. So I hit both the triggers, and it's going to boot back into the Xbox, and it's going to go with Cerbios and then load XBMC4Gamers. So this is a Cerbios Soft Modded. It's better because it runs in UDM5 mode, so it's a much faster hard drive speed for the box. This is, in my opinion, the best way to go about it. And then I have the system automatically log in for you, so you don't have to go through a login process, and then it brings you back to the menu. Watch how fast the games directory loads compared to most people's. Super fast. Let me show you that one more time. Just press A. It's like 2 seconds. So it does have a much faster load time into the... And this is like 419 games, so it's super fast. And then you launch the game, you hit A, and it's going to launch the game. It will wait for the signal for HDMI, and you're ready to play. It's just that simple. So I rebooted again just to kind of show you. It does take a few seconds to boot up, but like I said, if you want to play OG Xbox games, it has a disk drive to do that. It has a modified BIOS. It's been cleaned. It's been serviced. It has new GPU and CPU. The caps are all in very good shape. I didn't have to change the caps. They were phenomenal. I'm like, there's no point. They look brand new, which is crazy because I was like, oh, I got to change all these caps, and they looked absolutely gorgeous. So I'm like, well, we're good there. So I've cleaned the fan. The back of the fan, I've cleaned this out. It does have a little bit of rust. This is pretty common for these boxes, but it's going to be covered once you put the cover on. And then, like I said, you have your applications. I swear it's giving me... I don't know why it won't let me... I think it needs to be a standard view. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. Or maybe it needs to be detailed view. You can also change how it looks if you like different looks. Like you can have detailed view. You can have a list like this. You can have games like this. This is where, see, it keeps going back with this resource enabled. See? Let me see. Because it's supposed to go like that. So you have recents and you have your favorites. It's supposed to look like this with all the artwork. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to use applications. The main thing is I want the game to look good. Because when you go to the game directory, I want to have all the stuff on it. So, see, we have research enabled. That's the one. That's my favorite one because it shows the artwork in the back and see how you get all the artwork. So that's by far the best view. And then again, if you don't like this view, you always can change your switch view. These are the detailed and standard options. So if you want, you can also go enable disable views. Oh, okay, cool. That's a new one. They add it. I like that. So let's go to view options. And then we have different, if you want, you can have like the boxes. So if you're into the boxes, you can do the boxes for this. And see the full boxes. You're just pressing S, and then so you have a detailed menu here. So it says detailed and standard. Sorry, I'm not zooming in. You can do this. You can have a list like this. It's pretty much whatever your heart will desire. Some people like this, where it has the games. So you can kind of pretty much set this up as you want, however you desire, and you'll be good to go. And it will change all the menus. So some people might like this and just play it like this. If you like this, play it with homebrews. Same thing. It shows you like a little game. And this one's cool because it has information about it, what it is, Killer Instinct. Same thing. So it's the same with the emulators. So we'll show emulators. These are different emulators we've set up. So in case you guys are wondering, I do have emulators. They're very easy to use. I have a video on this in the past. I know this video is kind of long now. But it will launch an emulator menu. And all you do is hit where it says select game here. Select game. And then it will I have it automatically set up for you. So you just pick the game you want. Scroll down. You can left or right trigger. And play Nintendo, Super Nintendo. All that good stuff. Good to go. I don't know. What's a good Nintendo game? Probably I'm playing one-handed, so you can hold trigger and go really fast with the trigger button. So say you want to play Batman Returns. You just press A, and then it loads up just that fast and you're playing. And this is Nintendo on our OG Xbox. So you can play all the different emulators, and it's good to go. This is why the Xbox is it's awesome. It's the same thing. Claw grip and go back to the menu. And there you go. That's our OG Xbox 1 terabyte hard drive. Let me try to zoom in. I know my lighting's getting bad. My lamp just broke in this room, so. Soft modded with Cerbios. And Ubuntu XBMC4Gamers. I'm going to go ahead and actually upload the latest version of XBMC4Gamers. I'll actually walk you guys through it because this video is really long anyways, where I talked about fans. And I don't think many people watch my channel, so it really doesn't matter. So the great thing about this too, you can play online. So let's say you can actually hit start here, go into settings. I have it connected to my network. It has a program for downloader. So you have options to download like different applications. Maybe if I plug my network cable in, that would be good. Let's see. Oh, I did update. Okay. I do have the latest version. Let me see. Okay, so we're going to hit start. No link. See, it says no link here. You got to make sure that it's plugged in. Might be helpful. Give me 1 second. So I didn't have it connected because I didn't plug the cable in because that would have been smart. This is my local area network. It doesn't matter if you have this IP address. So I'm going to go to the downloader. And this has the option to get games that will update a downloader link here. And then we have all this good stuff here. So we have artwork, the dashboards, DLCs. If you want to play games online, you'll download the DLCs. You could add more emulators you want. The hard drive's pretty full. You can add some more mods. They have the Dead or Alive mod here. They have other like mods you guys can. You kind of just scroll over. These are the different mods that they have. It's pretty cool. And then you have saves for different games, and there's a few scripts as well. This is then just in the download menu. So you have this option, and if you want to play with other Xboxes, you can. I usually like to do the test build. I'm a big fan of this test build. I thought I had this already. I thought I had this download, but this is what I'll do. I'll just update to the latest version of this test build. I like to test them out. This is actually updated a few days ago, so like yesterday. So I'll go ahead and just download this and have this on the latest version so when you check it out. Let me know what you guys think of this Xbox in the comments below.